Alright, what's up everybody, it's your boy DudePlays here, back to some more reaction videos for you guys. So today we're checking out custom cases for the PlayStation 5. This guy Devin Johnston, I really hate that variation of my last name Johnson. He's showing us his custom PS5 case. You can see from the thumbnail here I have vidIQ installed because I'm a creator, so statistics are there. Let's get into it.
I've been iterating and prototyping on a new cover plate design for the PS5.
Professional setup.
It attaches just like any other cover plate, but completely transforms the look of.
By the way, when I get my own crib and I'm doing well in life, this is the type of stuff I want to do. Just be in my garage, just with my 3D printers and my 3D modeling software, just sketching stuff. I'm going to be making like a lot of action figures and stuff like that. Another thing I really want to recreate too, I don't want to talk too long because the video is only 10 seconds in. I want to like create Iron Man suits, like a Tony Stark action figure, and then I can just like build removable suits like in the movies. I want to make those, but that's for the distant future when my life is good.
Because honestly, that's been my biggest issue with the PS5. The console itself, it's been great. The exclusive games, those have also been great. But the design, it just never really grew on me. Vertically, it's fine, but lay it flat and it just looks awkward. It looks off balance, like it was tipped over by accident. And the included stands, those do help, but it still just feels like horizontal use was never part of the plan. Which is really frustrating because for most people, that's the only way you're actually gonna fit it inside of a normal TV stand. That problem is what initially sparked this entire project.
Yeah.
It started as a fun prototype, quickly turned into something much bigger than that. Once thousands of people expressed interest, I made the decision to take this all the way to production and injection mold it. So if you don't know what injection molding is, basically think about all the video game accessories that you've used in the past. So that would be controllers, handhelds, even the first party cover plates. All of those are injection molded. What that allows is high quality, durable, and precisely shaped pieces. The downside to injection molding is it is very, very expensive to get started, specifically for the tooling. To put that in perspective, I've invested over $100,000 into custom mold tooling for this project. And that's gonna give these cover plates those same tight tolerances, clean lines, and a light matte texture finish. Now, in the original concept video, I shared how I had to reverse engineer the PS5's unique curvature. That alone required some pretty advanced tools just to get the shape correct. From there, I worked on fixing the alignment, removing the tilt, and straightening out all the angles.
3D scanner.
On paper, that really doesn't sound like much, but in reality, it took way more iterations than I expected, especially since I had to work with the PS5's internal constraints. Now, once I nailed that down, I printed out a working prototype for the PS5 Pro Digital. But here's the thing.
These are the type of hardware videos I really like.
Different PS5 models in total. You got the original, the Pro, and the Slim. Each of those have a disc and a digital version, which means I had to go back to the design and rework it so that it could accommodate at least most of those. Each one has slightly different dimensions, openings, and tolerances, especially the disc versions, which require a new bottom plate with a hidden disc slot. The first version was loosely inspired by the Xbox One S, but I wasn't thinking about IP laws or manufacturability at the time. And I decided if I'm going to bring this to life as a real product, it needs to be fully original. I wanted something minimal, something that isn't trying to demand your attention and can easily blend into most home entertainment centers. I went with a simple, clean line pattern across the top. This conceals the ventilation that is directly above the fan.
Oh, look at the ROG Ally.
On the front lip and wrap around the corners and across the side. This means that none of the airflow is obstructed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the PS5's cooling system pulls the air in from the sides using the large center fan. The stock plates actually block the sides from access to air. Instead, they channel that airflow around the top of the front. They've also designed these plastic rails around the console's fan to prevent those plates from obstructing it and to help keep its shape. Now, my design, it keeps that side ventilation completely open. It only hides the curvature, but not the airflow. And like I mentioned before, I have that additional ventilation directly above the fan. So when I did get around to finally testing the thermals, the results actually really surprised me. I ran God of War Ragnarok for over 2 hours on the PS5 Pro with the default plates, and then another 2 hours with the box plates. Now, there's no change in the temperature in the center, but you can see that it's much cooler across the entire console and the back ventilation. To be fair, this is not the most
Hold on. So default 36.4.
Scientific tests.
Yeah,
I don't
it seems
have a
to be
way
an
to
average of
monitor
4 to 5
all the
degrees.
internal temperatures like I would
Not
on
bad.
a PC. And I'm not trying to make any major claims here. I was honestly just surprised at how big of a difference venting the side panel would make. Now, one of the most interesting changes that I made was to the clip system. In my earlier version, the clips were part of the shell as one solid piece, and that was fine for the fully 3D printed prototype. But when prepping this for injection molding, it quickly became clear that that wasn't going to work out well. So I instead decided to design a modular system, clip shells that slide and secure into place. Now, these are 3D printed using PETG, and they're fully replaceable. If a clip ever wears out or gets damaged, you don't need to replace the entire shell, just one small piece. And I've worked to overbuild them and make them
And you have the 3D models saved on your PC, so you can just
stronger than
fabricate some new ones whenever you need to. Great.
Infill and internal support specifically designed to handle stress. They're strong and they hold really tight to the console. Now, I do want to be upfront with you about what this product is. This is a very niche product, and since I'm not a big accessory brand with unlimited resources, I cannot pretend to know how much long-term demand there's going to be for something like this. Now, what I do know is that injection molding only makes sense at scale, and that's why I am already doing an initial production run based on early pre-orders, and now any additional.
Yeah, run your money up, bro. Oh wow, the video's almost done. And you know, I guess when he sees the interest, and if it, you know, is sustained, and he posted this, what, like 4 months ago? 3 months ago? You could do different colors. Over 3,000 orders. That's pretty, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, 100K is crazy though.
But to be honest,
wow.
I don't know if or when I'll be doing another run of this. It really just depends on how things go from here. So if this is something that you are genuinely interested in, now's going to be the time to grab one. You can order it directly from my store. There's a link in the description below. I also have a page there where
let me at least look at that. Let me see if you did different colors. $84. Not bad, not bad. That's pretty good. Alright, so this is for everyone except the Slim. So I'd be going for the Pro digital. So I'm not buying any more physical games anytime soon, if ever. So I don't need to worry about disk drives. Okay, great. This is a pre-order item. Manufacturing is complete. And shipping is okay, okay. Even this is very PS4 reminiscent, the design.
with all the
I'm hoping he does
shipping
colored
updates
versions at
they
some
do
point.
as they go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Great job, Devin. Great job. And I see the Cube branding that he put there. Where is it? Let me go. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, nice branding. And it actually matches with the PlayStation colors, because these are the PlayStation colors. It looks really nice too. It blends in with the entertainment center, which is a whitish gray. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the custom PS5 cases. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Follow my socials. TikTok, Instagram, and Discord will be in the description. And I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.